Okay, it's June 12th, 2025. And, well, the story everyone's focused on today is that terrible Air India plane crash in Ahmedabad, India.
Yes, absolutely devastating news. And the Reuters article you sent over, published just today, it starts to lay out some of the initial details coming from the scene.
It does. And looking through it, it's grim, obviously. But there's also this truly extraordinary element within the tragedy that jumps out.
Right, it really does.
So that's our focus for this deep dive. We're going to stick strictly to this Reuters source you shared and try to unpack the facts as they're reported right now, especially that almost unbelievable detail, the report of a known survivor.
A sole known survivor, yeah. Let's stick right to the source material on this one.
Okay, so setting the scene, based just on the article, it describes an Air India plane. It was London-bound Gatwick Airport.
Right.
And it crashed in Ahmedabad earlier today, Thursday.
And the specific location mentioned in the piece, it's just awful. It says it hit a medical college hostel.
Yeah, in a residential area right outside the airport, and apparently during lunchtime, too.
God, that detail. A hostel lunchtime. It really brings home the impact on the ground as well. The article even uses pretty stark language, doesn't it? Calling it the world's worst aviation disaster in a decade.
It does. That phrase, worst in a decade, straight from the report.
Yeah.
That tells you how significant this is being viewed right from the start.
Absolutely. It speaks volumes about the immediate perceived scale.
And the numbers in the article confirm that scale. The latest count puts the fatalities at over 240 people. And tragically, that includes some people who were on the ground caught when the plane came down.
Yeah, the article mentions that. It also clarifies something about an earlier higher number, right? Around 294.
That's right. It says police revised that down. Apparently, the initial confusion led to double counting some body parts. Just horrific details.
Truly horrific. And the number of people actually on the plane, according to the report.
242 people were on board.
All right, 242 on board. And over 240 killed.
Which brings us to that incredible detail. The core of what makes this report so, well, remarkable amidst the horror. That from those 242 people, so far, there is one, just one, known survivor reported.
It's almost, hard to wrap your head around. And the article gives us some details about this person.
It does. According to the police statement cited, and also his own account given to Indian media.
Yeah.
His name is Ramesh Viswashkumar.
Ramesh Viswashkumar.
He's 40 years old, a British national, and the report adds he was traveling to Britain with his brother.
With his brother. Okay. So does the article explain how he possibly survived this?
It goes into some detail, yeah. Police are quoted saying he was sitting near an emergency exit.
An emergency exit. Okay.
And the Reuters piece even notes someone saw a photo online, apparently, of his boarding pass. It showed seat 11A.
11A, so right by a door. And the police think.
Their statement, as reported, is that he managed to jump out of that emergency door.
Jumped out. Wow. Does it say when?
Well, that's a key point. His own words are quoted, too, from his hospital bed via the Hindustan Times.
Right.
Well, listen to this reported quote. When I got up, there were bodies all around me. I was scared. I stood up and ran.
Oh, my God.
There were pieces of the plane all around me. Someone grabbed hold of me and put me in an ambulance and brought me to the hospital.
Just harrowing, hearing it like that. Bodies all around me.
Exactly. It puts you right there in the chaos described. But importantly, the article highlights this uncertainty. It explicitly states it wasn't clear from the information available today whether he jumped before impact or somehow managed it after impact.
Right. That timing is crucial. And the source says it's unknown right now.
Yeah. And then there's the immediate aftermath. The article mentions social media footage shown on Indian news channels.
Okay.
Depicting a man who looks like Viswashkumar, limping, bloodstained T-shirt, bruises on his face, people gathered around him.
And what happens in the footage?
They're asking about others on the flight, and his reported reply, caught on this video, was apparently, they're all inside.
They're all inside, chilling.
Very. Though the article is careful to add that Reuters couldn't immediately verify that specific video.
Right. Important caveat. But there has been family confirmation.
Yes. The report states a family member back in Britain confirmed to Reuters that Ramesh survived, and they're in touch.
Okay, that's significant confirmation then.
And it adds more detail. His cousin, a man named Ajay Valgay, in Leicester, spoke to the BBC. He confirmed Ramesh had actually called him. Just said he was fine, barely couldn't say anything more at that moment.
Wow. A direct call. But this is where the story gets even more, well, heartbreaking, isn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
The article adds some personal details. Ramesh is married, has one child, a boy,
Okay.
but he was traveling with his brother, also named Ajay, seated in a different row.
Oh, no. The brother he was traveling with.
And Ramesh is reportedly asking for help to find him now.
God, you survived something like that, and your first thought is for your brother who was with you. Does the report say anything about the brother's status?
Just that the cousin, Ajay Valagi, told the BBC they haven't heard anything about the brother.
Nothing.
Nothing yet. And the cousin's quote in the article,
Huh.
it's just raw. He said, "We're not doing well. We're all upset."
Understandably. Completely understandably. What a terrible situation for the family.
Absolutely. And the article stresses, this is still very much an ongoing situation. Rescue operations are continuing at the site.
Right, they're still searching. And the police. Did they say anything else about potential survivors?
Yes, actually. A really significant point included in the report. The police stated that while Viswashkumar is the only known survivor from the flight itself so far,
Okay.
they believe there's a chance, a possibility, that there might be more survivors among the people who were injured right at the scene.
People may be pulled from the wreckage initially.
Exactly. People who are currently being treated in hospital. So they're holding out some hope there.
Okay, so not ruling out finding others among those already rescued and hospitalized.
Right. That's what the police statement in the article suggests. So let's sort of recap what this single Reuters report leaves us with today.
Okay.
We have this core, almost unbelievable fact. One man, Ramesh Viswashkumar, is the only known survivor so far from 242 people on board.
Yeah. And his reported escape involved that emergency exit near seat 11A.
But, as the article itself points out, that crucial question remains. When exactly did he get out? Before impact? After? The source just doesn't clarify that yet.
That detail is still missing, yeah. And alongside his incredible survival story.
There's the very real, very painful human drama. He's searching for his brother, Ajay.
And that faint glimmer of hope mentioned by police in the report that maybe, just maybe, others initially rescued might still be found alive in hospital.
Exactly. Which leaves us with a final thought, drawing only from this source. Given that police statement, that possibility of more survivors already in hospital care, what does that mean? What does the ongoing rescue work and the terrible uncertainty about people like his brother mean for all the families waiting for any word in the hours, the days to come?
Yeah. It's a situation, according to this report, holding both absolute tragedy and somehow this single fragile strand of the miraculous and profound uncertainty.